All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. Missing content. We are officially on iOS and Android. If you guys are broke, but that's not here nor there. But we are finally on audio. So if you guys can't watch on YouTube, be sure to check us out on iOS podcast. I'm here once again with Joven. Thanks, Joven, for coming in.
My
Happy
boy.
holidays.
You too, man.
Thank
Hope
you.
you
Thank
enjoyed.
you. So today, actually, we both can pretty much, we grew up on this. We have a little bit of Spanish in ourselves. So we are talking on the topics of Hondas today. And you already kind of know where I'm going with this. And the biggest thing is, why do you think, because I know a lot of different cars have certain stereotypes with them. Why do you think Hondas get such a bad name? Because, you know, when you're driving and you're just like, oh my God, it's a Honda.
Yep.
Just doing
right away.
or it's just like,
Revving up at you at the stoplight. You know, I don't know. Hondas get a bad name, but I don't think they deserve it. I mean, you got a lot of super well built Hondas. I think they get a bad name because they're cheap.
That, you know, I was thinking about this earlier, and I think it's just like you were saying. It's cheap, it's affordable, and they were so mass produced.
Everybody can afford one.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at, because my dad's side of the family is from Puerto Rico, you look at the Honda scene in Puerto Rico, clean to the bone. I'm talking about the best mods, the best parts, perfect paint jobs. It's taken seriously down there. They don't play around in Puerto Rico with their Hondas or with their rotaries, but that's a different one. But up here, like, I don't know, I feel like parts are so cheap, especially like knockoff parts, that even people who don't actually have good taste in cars can afford the parts to mod them, slap stuff together, and there you go. You get the Honda stereotypes.
And yeah, that is true, because say you have something that's cheap and affordable, they want to get to this level where, say, like, I mean, you've had Spoon just all over Japan. You have these high quality builds, and people are trying to, I guess, get to this level, but obviously you can't afford it at the time. So it's just like, okay, let me piece together these cheaper parts, and it works. It looks kind of good. I mean, you can make a cheap build look really good.
Looks super clean. I mean, repped everything and looks super clean. Yeah, so you can make it well. You can make a cheap build well done. I see a lot of the times, like, people put a lot of cheap go fast parts on their car, like eBay. Once the eBay turbo kit dropped, bro, it was over with.
It's gone. That's it. Throw 40 pounds on that. Boom.
Blow it up. Send it. Especially because the Honda's so cheap. You blow your motor up on 10, 12 pounds of boost off an eBay turbo kit. You get another one, $150. I got my first B series, my first B18B out of an Integra. Motor and 5-speed training for $300, bro.
Jeez.
And when I because I had just blown up my Integra. Dropped it in there. I didn't put the eBay turbo kit back on. I said, I just need this car to drive. And it worked great. $300.
Look at that.
So when something's super cheap and it kind of works, you're going to get a lot of it, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, shout out to my neighbor Miguel. He just finished his EG, I think it's B18, B20. Quote me if I'm wrong. But he put a lot of time and money into that.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, I don't see a lot of Hondas around. I mean, I went to the car show, and this is like for a whole nother topic, but I remember going to CCSU in Yukon. I used to see Hondas everywhere. And now it's hard to find an EG or even an EK or something like that.
I think they all rusted away.
It'd be right on the quarter panel.
It just started to spread. I don't know. I'm seeing less and less of them. And I'm happy about the fact that the ones that I do see are typically way cleaner than the ones I used to see. Yeah. Now, I don't know. Honda seems dying out, I guess, but bring it back. Get yourself a nice, clean Honda. Build that bad boy right. Real parts. Put your time into it. Make a quality Honda build. Let's go.
Making a return. CTV Tech Forum. I remember that.
Dude, that forum was wild.
Oh, man. But, yeah, I mean, you just shared a picture of your red Integra. that you
Yeah, I
have.
just shared that on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the pic so you can put it up on the green screen.
It'll be right here. Damn, I remember that. You remember
Oh,
your
dude.
Ford? Was it a 4-door, the
No.
purple one? Remember the
That was a
purple
Civic. That was a
The
Civic. Yeah, that was a Civic. Dude, I love Honda so much. I love them. That Integra, I had actually just finished all like my Marine Corps training. Came back as a reservist home, you know. I'm like, man, I need a car. Hop on Craigslist, and I'm scrolling. I'm typing in B18, D16, because I was in love with Hondas at that time. And then this Integra came across my screen. When I swiped through the first picture, big old turbo on it. I'm like, all right, that's the one.
Oh, really?
That's the one. I had a turbo kit on it already. And me not being as knowledgeable as I am now, now I look at a car that has a turbo on it and I just automatically assume that the owner did everything wrong. But at that time, I'm like, dude, I got to get it. So I went all the way to Brantford, I think, to see it. Dude fired up, smoked like hell.
Damn.
First red flag. I'm like, nah, it's clean, bro. It's good. The car's clean, no rust. Got wheels on it, coilovers, turbo kit. Nah, it looks great.
Like,
He's like,
okay. I can work with that.
I can work with that. I can deal with the smoke. Tell me hop in the car, take it for a test drive. He rips on it, first through fifth, so fast. Car is ripping. I'm like, oh, I gotta have this. Take it back to his driveway. Car shuts off. I'm like, that's all right. It's clean, man. It's clean. You know, I could deal with the car shutting off before I turn the key off. I could deal with that. But, I mean, it had a turbo timer, like an HKS turbo timer. I still have it on the shelf in my shop. I mean, it had a lot of good quality parts. But this turbo kit was missing. Lines to the wastegate. This thing was, I mean, it was the most hacked together, pieced together turbo kit. So much stuff was missing, but I just saw that turbo. I heard the sounds. I said I had to have it. So I drove it all the way back to West Hartford where I was living at the time. Had called my boy Thomas, like, yo, you got to come check this out, see what I just bought. He came over to the house. You know Thomas, yo, you got to do a burnout. I'm like, oh, I'm going to light these bitches up. I'm lighting these tires up. Let's go. So I back it out the driveway, hit that red line, dump the clutch, and there goes my piston through my block.
No.
The day I got the car. Yeah.
No. Are you? Oh
Blew
my
that
God.
shit up
No
the day I
way
got
that
it.
day.
Yep.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid $5,000 for it, which was mad money at that time because Hondas were cheap as hell. But it had the guy kept harping on the price. Turbo kit, had wheels, Rota GT3s. It had legit coil. I don't remember what brand coilovers it had on it, but it had legit coilovers on it. The car was spotless, like just got painted. Had Type R seats.
No. Yeah.
The interior, dude, interior was all leather everywhere. Had the Type R seats in it. Had a system in the trunk, like tinted out. It was such a nice car. So me being the dummy I am, I said I had to have it. Blew it up the first day. Right away, I get on Craigslist, B18B. I'm searching. I find this dude in Bloomfield that had one for sale, $300. Drove over there, got it, came back home, and I started wrenching. And I remember, like, when I finally got the motor out of the car, it was like 6 degrees outside. I was doing it outside in my driveway.
Oh, you are.
6 degrees outside. Got the motor out, put the new one in, and it ran. I drove it for about another year and a half, maybe 2 years. And I was headed up to the military base in Chicopee, Mass. And on the highway, there was a junction on the bridge, and the car was so low. I kissed my oil pan, cracked it, and, like, I see my oil pressure gauge went down. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I got to make it to this base, though, because if you're late, you're in big trouble. So I drove it there. I finally got it there, and it was knocking bad, bro.
Damn.
Done for. After that, I said, you know, I'm going to part it out. I partied it out, sent my baby to the scrapyard. But, bro, I love Hondas. If I could do that again, I'll do it again, man.
It's crazy how much it jumped up from, like you said, you got it $5,000. At the time, that's super expensive.
Super high.
Now, good luck even finding one for $5,000.
Right.
Like, it's insane. But yeah, going back to why Hondas have such a bad name. I feel like it is dying down because I don't really hear like, oh, it's a Honda anymore. Nope. I really don't. And hopefully, the people that are bringing it back, they are doing, like you said, more quality, putting more time into it. I mean, Surprisingly, the Hondas that you do see, other than some of the ones in New Britain here, but they are putting in the time, and they are doing quality stuff like that.
Yeah, my boy, he's from Connecticut, moved out to Cali years ago. Scotty Benz. I don't even know Scott. He used to have an FC too. He still has an FC. His FC is sick, actually.
Yeah.
He got a nice FC. He has an Integra, and I think he has a EK coupe, a black one.
White dude?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, white dude.
Oh,
Scotty Benz, the one that's getting, he's blowing up on social media, doing them little skits.
Like,
yeah, Scott. He's from CT, man.
He just followed me back.
Yeah, he's from
no
CT.
way.
That's my boy. Love you, Scotty, man.
All right, shout out to you, Scotty.
I wish you were still out here.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's who I was trying to. I was trying to like pop up the video on here, but it wasn't working.
Yeah, man. I mean,
yep.
First day I met him,
Bands.
he actually came by the shop, and my FC. There he is. That's my boy. My FC actually was in the middle of the V8 swap. He came by with his rotary running good, and I was like, "Damn, what am I doing? I need that 13B." So he halted the progress on my build for a while. When I saw his car, I'm like, "Damn, I really should do the rotary."
Yep.
I did finish the V8, and I ended up parting it out anyway. But his car is clean, man. And the way that how far it's come since then is crazy. Y'all got to check out his Instagram. His FC is
we'll put it right here. Scotty Vans, dude is hilarious. He's been blowing up on Instagram and all social media, and I was dying. I was like, oh, I didn't know he was from CT.
Yeah, he's from out here, man. That's too
funny. Yeah, because I know he knows Carter, and Carter went out there and stuff like that.
That's the homie.
Man, small world.
Yeah, it is.
That's too funny. That is too funny. So we're going away from that just for a tad bit. You do have an FC as well.
I do.
What is your upcoming plans for?
You finna put me on the spot.
That's it, right on the spot. That's what we do. We do not do no rehearsal, no telling the guests what they're going to be talking about.
Nope, we just figure it out. Roll with it. So my FC is currently at the shop right now. I got the bay stripped down completely because we shaving it.
Okay.
My boy's going to be doing all the body work for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to shave the bay down. And then I spent a lot of money gathering parts, turbo parts, good quality turbo parts. JP
Rudder?
built my head. We're putting a B6ZE in there. It's the motor out of the Miata. I think that's what it's called, B6ZE. It's going to be a turbo 1.6 built up right because, boy, I'm not trying to have no rotary problems. And John Grew is a busy man, so we're going to go the piston route and see what it does, you know. But I'm making good progress on it. I was working on it last weekend, and I'm not going to put a timeline on it because when I do, I'll just stress myself out and rush stuff. So I'm hoping within the next season or two, I'll be driving it. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Joven. Like I said, we try to do this not too long because our attention spans are very limited. But talking about why Hondas have a bad name, and it's kind of dying out. Thank you, Joven, for joining me once again.
Yes,
if
sir.
you guys can like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are listening to the audio, thanks for listening. If not, head on over to our vlogs as well on YouTube. It is under KoukiTony, but pick yourself up a Matari hoodie as well. Take care, guys.
Cop the hoodie.